Welcome to my channel where we discuss everything and all things politics, especially the 2023 presidential election, which is the most important election in the 2023 general election. What I want us to talk about right now, I want to show you how the obedient movement are dominating political space, while APC and PDP are fighting internal wars. The obedience that represent the Labour Party are taking over their territories. And this is how it is unfolding. That's what I want to share with you. And basically it's to show that the supporters of peterobi, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, known as the OBIdients, are shaping the direction. They are shaping the direction and the outcome of the 2023 general election, especially the presidential election, that their preferred candidates appeared poised to win. Of course, some people may dispute this, but there is no doubt about it that the candidate of the obedience is poised to win the 2023 presidential election, all things being equal. The obedience have dominated the social media. Of course, all of us are aware of the fact that the obedience, they have dominated the social media. That's why they used to be referred to as the social media supporters of peterobi, whose support amounts to nothing on election day, because there is this assumption that the obedient movement or those in social media, they are not human beings, they are not on ground, they are only on social media. They are on the digital space, they are not on the physical space. In fact, a former governor of Edo State and former national chairman of APC, Adams Oshiomhole, described the obedient movement that they constitute not more than 4 people that gathered in a room spreading message on social media. But what has come out now is to show that the obedience have, while maintaining their firm grip on the social media, has also taken over the streets in an unprecedented way. And these have left the ruling party, the APC, in panic, and the former ruling party, the PDP, scratching its head, wondering what hit it. What was he looking for? What was he doing? While Obi was in his midst, and it allowed peterobi to go away without a whimper of begging him to stay. They literally ignored peterobi when he left the party ahead of his primaries, when it became obvious to Obi that the party's presidential ticket is going to the highest bidder. And that was exactly what happened. Now, the loss of the PDP became the gain of the Labour Party. Yes, what PDP lost in peterobi became the gain of Labour Party. And Nigerians, especially those Nigerians who felt that it is unfair, the dominance of APC and PDP in the political space. Those Nigerians who were tired of the dominance of APC and PDP in the political space without any tangible benefit for Nigerians. So while P2B, while these are happening, while this crisis will continue to, while crisis will continue to bedevil the APC and PDP, Labour Party is making positive moves, crushing into their territories and taking over. Okay? So while P2B and his supporters are cruising and showing force and dominance, as demonstrated in each across the country rallies on October 1, 2022, many of us will witness the ground shaking dominance of the OB movement, of the obedient movement, in their rallies that were held in major cities across Nigeria on the 2022 independence anniversary, marking Nigeria's 62 years as an independent nation. The obedient movement used this opportunity to show force that they are a force to be reckoned with. That was what they showed in several cities. One of the cities they dominated was Lagos, where a program that was earmarked for the day by the governor of Lagos State, Sanwo-Olu, was deserted. Nobody was in the stadium. Everybody, most people were at the streets in solidarity with the obedient movement, in solidarity with P2B, speaking unequivocally that they are ready for change in Lagos and in Nigeria in general. Now, I'm going to show you the crises that are bedeviling APC and PDP, while P2B, his supporters, and Labour Party are cruising to unprecedented victory in 2023 presidential election. Now, before I do that, if you are new to my channel and you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. Now, in the APC, it has been having a lot of problem. APC is facing serious problems right from each national presidential primary convention. It has been having series of problems, and these problems are not going to end anytime soon. In the APC, the recent list of members of the party's campaign council have drawn angst from those who were left behind. The governors are angry about the list because some of their people were not contained in the list that was released by Honorable Falake. Some of their people were not in the list. The governors' people are not in the list. And in some states, some sworn enemies of some governors were put in the list. In fact, the governor of Cross River State, Ayade, was so incensed about the list and the caliber of people that were put there. People who were his sworn enemies were in that list. So that has created a problem in the party. And they also, you know that the national chairman of the party, Abdullahi Adamu, has expressed his anger also about the list, because many members of the NWC of the APC were passed over. There were certain key positions that were supposed to be allocated to members of the NWC, some of the key members of the NWC, they were passed over and given to other people. This prompted the national chairman to write a letter to Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the presidential candidate, reminding him about the agreement they had on how the committee, the council is going to be composed. And Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not follow that agreement. So he now reminded Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu on the need to revert back to that list. It was a letter that was eventually leaked. Of course, when it was leaked, Abdullahi Adamu have to deny that he never wrote that letter. But that's always part of the thing in public officials. When they are caught pant down, they say they were not the ones that said it, or they were misquoted, or that the thing didn't emanate from them, or they try to show that whatever was being said, they had nothing to do about it. But the truth remains that there's a lot of angst about the campaign council of APC, which they are still dealing with. Okay? And you know that it's also part of the reason why the campaign council inauguration have been indefinitely suspended. Okay? And also take note of the fact also that there's also other problem in that list. While President Muhammadu Buhari was made the chairman of the campaign council, Osibanjo's name was left out. According to Daniel Buala, of the spokesperson, one of the spokespersons of Atiku Presidential Campaign Council, Osibanjo requested to be left out because of his opposition to Muslim tickets. But this had been denied by the APC campaign council. The spokesman, Festus Kayamo, said that it was President Muhammadu Buhari that requested that Osibanjo's name should be left out of the list so that the government business will not suffer. So Osibanjo should concentrate in running the affairs of governance. But that's something that many do not believe that that's really the case, because Osibanjo contested for this position. He contested for the APC presidential ticket, and he jetted out all over the 36 states of the Federation and the FCT, seeking for delegates' votes. At that time, the government business did not suffer. And if he had won the ticket, does it mean that he would not have gone on to campaign because government business will suffer, or that Buhari wouldn't have followed him to support him in the campaign trend? So the thing flies in the face of these realities, that they are not saying the truth. It appears that Osibanjo withdrew from the campaign council because of his opposition to Muslim tickets. Another reason that seems to give credence to this position was that recently the wife of the president, Aisha Buhari, was announced as the leader of the women wing of the presidential campaign council. Now, many had expected that being made the leader of the campaign council for women, that the wife of Osibanjo will be made the deputy. But the wife of Osibanjo's wife's name was conspicuously missing. Is the APC Presidential Council also telling us that Osibanjo's wife is too busy to campaign? Or is she also part of the government, those who oversee the government businesses, that are going to suffer if she is to participate in the campaign council? It also shows you that the vice president and his family are totally out of the Tinubu campaign, and they don't want to be involved with it. Okay? Then another issue that is also keep on bedeviling the APC is the issue of Muslim ticket. The issue of Muslim ticket is the albatross that is hanging on the neck of Aswad Bola Tinubu and the APC. Try as hard as they could, they have not been able to extricate themselves from it. It may be disappearing from the media spaces, but it has not disappeared from the hearts and minds of Nigerians who are opposed to it. And it's going to make tremendous impact in the outcome of the 2023 presidential election. Now, already, the absence of the APC presidential candidate at the peace accord that was signed recently by political parties has also left many tongues wagging, wondering what is going on, reminding them of Nigeria's recent past, recent history, because we all remember how President Muhammad Buhari used to travel for several months to take care of his health. So without winning the election yet, Aswad Bola Tinubu has become a frequent visitor to London. And it has sent a signal to Nigerians to remember the consequences of electing a man who will frequently visit London to take care of his health as their president, given the recent experience with Muhammad Buhari. So this has become a major issue. They may be playing down on it, but Nigerians are constantly reminded every time Tinubu goes to London of the consequences of electing him as president, because it means at that point taxpayers' money will be used to take care of his health at the expense of a country that is really in dire straits, needing every single dollar that they could lay his hand upon. Already we all know that this country is in a serious debt situation and that he needs to preserve every dollar he can get. But if his president is sick all the time, of course the man has to be treated, and he has to be treated using public fund. That is what Tinubu's frequent travels for medical care will cost Nigeria. And there is no excuse why Tinubu couldn't have been there at the peace accord, because it is the most important photo opportunity for him. It is the most important process of the electoral process. Of course, I feel ashamed about it that in my country, elections are done. Before elections are done, adults, presidential candidates and national chairmen of political parties will be gathered together to sign an accord that they will not fight, that they will not kill each other. It is a disgraceful thing. I have never seen it happen. When Americans want to do election, the presidential candidates and their chairmen will be gathered in Washington, D.C. to sign that they will not fight. But this is our reality, that our leaders are irresponsible and their followers are also irresponsible, that at every opportunity they like to fight and kill each other for a position that at the end of the day they mess up when they even get it. It's all about self-aggrandizement. I feel ashamed for Nigerian leaders that they will have to be gathered, men in their 70s, 80s, will gather to sign that they will not instigate violence in their country if they lose election. It's not done in any decent clime. I'm ashamed of it. I'm ashamed of our leaders. But that is our reality. And since that is the case, and given the recent political history of Nigeria, Aswad Bola Tinubu has no business not being around to sign that accord. Of course, eventually, his running mate, Kashim Shettima, was there. Whether he was able to sign for him or not, I can't say, because I learned that there are supposed to be two positions there. The presidential candidate will sign, the vice presidential candidate will sign before the national chairman. So I don't know what happened to the space that Aswad Bola made Tinubu ought to sign. So these are some of the things to show Nigerians, look, APC present a serious issue to Nigeria because of their presidential candidate, the issue of his health, the capacity, and so many other things hanging around it. So these issues have tended to make Nigerians to be suspicious of APC and its presidential candidate. And from all indication, Nigerians are not taking that lightly. If you go to social media, people are doing a lot of comic videos on it about the health of the APC presidential candidate. While I don't support making mockery of somebody's health, but here we're talking about the future of a nation. If you cannot be around always to tackle a country that's facing a serious problem like Nigeria, where we are having the highest level of unemployment in the world, we are not able to meet our OPEC quota, our revenue is not able for us to service our debts, where we have insecurity, a whole large swath of lands are under the control of non-state actors who are killing Nigerians, stopping them from going to farms and sacking them from their communities. We need a leader with hands-on capacity who will roll his sleeves and sit down at home and solve the problem, and not a president who will be sickly and keep on going abroad for his health while outsourcing his responsibilities to his deputy or whoever. That's not what Nigeria needs right now. So all these are things that are counting against the presidential candidate of APC and the APC as a party itself. And of course, because of the health of the presidential candidate and because of the conflicts in the composition of the campaign council, the inauguration was indefinitely suspended, and it has to be so. And these are all to show you that things are not well with all these people who want to take over, who want to continue ruling. And as Nigerians are tired of the APC, so is the Labour Party, the Obi movement, taking over their territories. And that is what is happening right now. Now, in the PDP, they are also facing the same problem. The problem has to do with the issue of the refusal of the national chairman of PDP, HOI, to step down when a fellow Northerner emerged the presidential candidate of PDP. That was the agreement. But now a Northerner emerged, HOI, you don't want to step down. And Nyesom Wike, the governor of Rivers State, and the group that he's leading are insisting that they are not going to be part of the Atiku Abubakar's presidential campaign council unless CHIU steps down. So this has created a serious crisis in the PDP. And already, when Atiku launched inaugurated his presidential campaign council, 5 PDP governors, allies of Nyesom Wike, they refused to show up. They abandoned the inauguration, which was an indication that Atiku Abubakar is in a serious mess, and there's no way that he can be able to win this election without the support of these people. And then to add salt to the gaping injury of the PDP, the national chairman of the PDP, Yeshua, was alleged to have shared some money, millions of naira, to some members of NWC as housing allowance, which was interpreted as bribery of this, as bribing these NWC members so that they will support him to remain in power, despite the pressure for him to step aside. And it was a reminder of the kind of corruption that had characterized the PDP in 16 years of its leadership of the country. So it has made matters worse for the PDP because it has shown that it is not even an alternative at all to the APC. Because what they have done, what they have exposed themselves, and we have to thank the Deputy National Chairman of PDP who exposed this heads, that it has shown that PDP, the leopard, cannot change its spots, and that therefore it is not an alternative that Nigerians are waiting for. PDP have been packaging itself as an alternative, but this has done a powerful blow to its claim, and it's not going to go well for the party. They are out of the race. Atiku Abubakar is out of the race. PDP is out of the race. And as their position, as they are destroying themselves, showing Nigerians they are not qualified to be alternative to APC, the Labour Party is eating into their territory, and they know it. And there is a tweet by Daniel Boal that will confirm to you that they are aware of it, but they are making light of it. But it's a serious matter. I'm sure they don't sleep well at night because of the way that Labour Party, the OBIdients movement, are taking over their territories. Look at what Boal wrote recently after the OBIdients takeover of Lagos State in October 1st. This is what he wrote. He said, they keep saying at peterobi will steal at official PDP Nigeria votes until they saw the OBIdients Lagos rally. Then they realized peterobi is on a mission to plunder Emilokan's southwest, cities, towns, villages. He laughed. Okay? In a second tweet, Mr. Boala wrote that the crowd at peterobi rally in Kaduna, despite El-Rufai suggests the decline of APC in that state. This is even Labour, not PDP. It will be not Atiku. The electoral amendment has demystified governance. If in 2015 APC victory does not humble APC, the defeat of APC in 2023 will humiliate APC. That's what he's saying. But we all know that it's not only APC that is scared. Even the Daniel Boale is also scared of what the Obi movement are doing, taking over territories in APC stronghold, in PDP stronghold. And it is going to mark a change in Nigeria unless something happens to stop them. And I don't see what will happen to stop them. With the determination we all saw on the faces of those who campaigned on the cities of Nigeria on October 1st, 2022. It appears the Obi movement is unstoppable until victory is assured and gotten and pocketed in 2022. Thank you for watching this video, and please keep in touch with this channel. And if you are new to my channel and you have not yet subscribed to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, Anytime I have a new video, you will be among the first. God bless.